Once upon a midnight journey, while I pondered and weary over many quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore, while I down and newly nappy, son of the game of tappy, as I so gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some late visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished tomorrow, faintly I sought to borrow, my book's surcase of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named below, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustlings of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more. Presently my ghost grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," I said, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. The fact is I was nappy, and so gently you came a rapping, and so faintly you came a tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. There opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence wasn't broken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there was spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and the echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, then? Nothing more. Then to the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, something louder than before. "Surely," I said, "surely there is something at my window lattice. Let me then what there is, this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Then I opened here, I flung the shutter. Then with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven, like stately years of yore. Not the least obeisance made me, that an instant stopped or stayed me. Then with mien of lord and lady, first above my chamber door. First upon a bust of palace, just above my chamber door. First and sat, and nothing more. Then this empty bird beguiling my sad soul into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance of war. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, grim and ghastly and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lowly name is, on the night Etolian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marvel this ungainly fowl to hear this word so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little reverency bore. But we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed to see spread a bird above his chamber door, or a beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. Then the raven, sitting lowly on that placid bust, speak only that one word, as if his soul in that word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered. Till I surely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have laid before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken. "Doubtless," I said, "what it utters his own stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom a merciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till the songs were burdened o'er, to the dirges of his hope the melancholy burden bore, of nevermore." Then the bird but the bird still beguiling my sad soul into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinkings, I betook myself to linking, fancy unto fancy, sticking with this ominous bird of yore, with this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore, meant and groping, "Nevermore." This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, till the fowl, whose fiery eyes burned in my bosom's floor, This and more I sat divining, and my head at ease was reclining. The cushioned velvet lining, the lamplight floated o'er. What those velvet violet lining, the lamplight floated o'er. She shall press, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the comfort floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God has lent thee, by these angels he has sent thee, respite and net thee from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, I said, thing of evil, prophet still, and bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempter toss thee here ashore. Desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me, I implore, is there balm in Galilee? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, I said, thing of evil, prophet of still or bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore. Tell the soul with sorrow laden, if, within the distant Aden, he shall clasp a sainted maiden with the angel's name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden with the angel's name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be thy word of sign of parting, bird of fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get thee back to the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of the lie thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from up my heart, and take thy phone from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven still flitting, still sitting on a pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door. In his eyes of all the seeming of a demon that is dreaming. The lamp glowed o'er him, the lamplight o'er him, dreaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.